Hey, come on in.
Hi, I'm Simone.
Hey, my name is Shatina Watkins. Have a seat. Would you like any water or anything today?
No, thank you.
Okay, before we get started, I'd like to let you know that if you need to take a break or anything, you can. The bathroom is downstairs on the right-hand side. Okay, so, all right. So, what is your reasoning for coming in today?
I have a situation and it was small at first where I could handle it on my own, but it gradually increased.
Okay, so before we get started, I need to ask you permission so you know that I can ask questions to gather the information that I'm going to need.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you said you had a problem. If I may ask, what kind of problems do you have?
Smoking weed.
Okay, smoking weed.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale from 1 to 10, how bad is your situation, do you feel?
Probably about 6.
Okay, and on a scale from 1 to 10, how much is your readiness to change?
Or probably around the same amount of 6.
Okay, so what will it take for you to increase to the next level? And before you answer that question, I'm sorry, a 6 is not bad. You know, I just want to know, you know, your readiness. I just would like to know your readiness from a 1 to 10. What level are you ready to change to the next number?
6. Yeah.
A 6, 7. Okay, so do you have any objectives to reach your goals?
I need to find an outlet to substitute smoking weed with something different to occupy my time.
Okay. Well, in order to change, you have to have confidence, I think. You know, that's just one of my, you know, factors. I feel like in order to change or want to change, you've got to have that confidence. So at this moment, right now as we're speaking, what is your confidence level from a 1 to a 10?
About a 7.
All right, well that's good. That is good. Do you have anything that you feel that will help build your confidence? Any changes that you're willing to make?
Maybe quit smoking, like, altogether.
Okay, so but do you have any reasons why, or you know, your confidence? As far as your confidence, do you have any kind of things that will make you build confidence to make you wanna?
Maybe surround myself with more encouraging people.
Okay, well that's good. Surrounding yourself is always, you know, encouraging people. That's always good. Well, how do your parents feel about you smoking?
They don't know.
They don't. Well, some advice from me to you is to definitely let your parents know, because your parents, they are your biggest support. You know, most teens or college students or whatever, they feel like that the parents are always going to be against them, but they're not. Half of the parents that I've spoken with have been through the same thing you've been through, and you know, they probably already know what's going on, but they just waiting on you to bring it to them. So that's just some advice I feel like you need to, you know, hear. So it seems like you're want to change. However, peer pressure maybe and trying to fit in is adding difficulties to the, is it?
Yeah.
So do a lot of your friends that you're around, they, you know, do they smoke?
Not a lot of them.
Okay. So, what do you think that would be different if you stopped smoking weed, if you don't mind me asking?
I'd probably have more money.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm glad you brought that up. So, how do you get your weed? You know, how do you get your weed? How do you buy your weed?
I have a job, so like after I get done, bills and all that, I'd set aside some for,
What type of job do you have, if you don't mind me asking?
I am an intern at a law firm.
Oh, well, intern at a law firm. That's good. You're a beautiful lady, young girl, and you seem like you very, very intelligent. In order to, you know, be at a law firm, what are your grades like, if you don't mind me asking?
High A's, maybe a low B.
High A's. Oh my gosh, that's good. That's very good. I'm glad. You know, it seems like you're really intelligent, and it seems like you want to go in the right direction, but you just need that help. And as far as support, do you get any support? Like, have you ever went into any individual therapy or anything?
I tried group therapy for about a month,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really affirming. It made me feel like I could, do it on my own now. So I quit going to therapy, and it was going good. And then after about like 2-3 weeks of being out of therapy, I had sort of a relapse.
Okay. So did your smoking, did it decrease?
It decreased from what it was like before therapy. I'd probably smoke about 2-3 times a day, and after therapy I'd only be like once every couple days.
Okay. Well, the good thing is, even though you haven't quit smoking marijuana, weed, maybe, it's good that your usage has decreased. Because, decrease is always when you using substance abuse. Different substance, or abusing drugs, should I say. Decreasing is always better than increasing. I hope that we can find you more therapy, or maybe you can go back to that same therapy that you was getting. I'm just part of the beginning, and with you being in the situation that you're in on different types of, well, not different types, but using marijuana, you need to get all the support you can. Definitely, once again, you definitely need your family's support, encouraging friends, other family members. And I think maybe, being in group therapy would probably help you, because that way you can get other people's feedback, and getting other people's feedback would help, because their way of thinking is always, you have different people thinking differently. And so something that they've tried in their treatment may not have worked for them, but it may work for you, or it might have worked for them and it still could work for you. So, I think that would be something good. What are any of the pros and cons that you think that could help or hurt, your substance abuse?
I think a pro would be, I'd be healthier in the long run, have more energy. But a con would be like, since I was using weed for stress, I would be more stressed and be more tempted to use it just to get rid of that little bit of stress I have.
Okay, so what about a con?
I think a con would be maybe I'd probably like gradually increase my usage, and whenever I can't find that high off of weed, I'd probably try to go to like a little bit more harder drugs just to relieve that stress.
Okay. Well, with your family or your friends, how do they feel about you using?
Some of my friends are like, how I said, harder drugs are like, you're going to get used to smoking weed. It's not going to affect you anymore. Then you're going to want to use, stronger drugs just to get that little bit of high.
Well, do they ever talk to you about any changes they hope that they can see in you? Do they have any concerns? That's what I'm asking. Do they have any concerns of you, using marijuana?
Like, their main concern, they're like, harder drugs, they're like, because already marijuana, affects you mentally and physically, and they're like, other drugs like affect you like so much more.
Okay. Well, the good thing is, once you get your treatment started and stay focused, your lifestyle will go back to being normal, and that definitely would be a good thing. Pretty much, if you would like, I could get you some pamphlets or maybe some different treatment plans. You could go back to the person that you were getting the help from, or I can get you some pamphlets or give you some suggestions of different group therapies that I know of. Would you like that?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on for 1 second. There you go. So there's about 3 different places on there. Some people I know that's really good, and that will be good for you to start off. And well, correct me if I'm wrong. Does this seem like you want to quit smoking?
Mm-hmm.
You began therapy. Have you terminated therapy or treatment, should I say? So you do feel like the treatment was good. Do you feel like the treatment was good? Well, like I said, I would really recommend that you try that try one of those or go back to the person, because if you felt like they were helping you, maybe you could just try them again. And if that sounds okay with you, I will definitely try to give you a call weekly, you know, and get updates to let me know how good you're doing, because I know you're going to do very well. And does that sound okay?
That's fine.
All right. Thank you. And I'll give you a call.
Thank
Let's say
you.
next Friday. All
Sounds
right.
great.
All right. Come back to see me again.